I was instructed that I ought not worry about it. In the event that it is challenged, they would ask the council to appoint me as special counsel for a few months until I obtain that 2-year requirement. I was instructed not to go to the full council with it. So those are the facts. I've never really hidden them from anyone. I shared that information with Mr. Villarubio some time ago. Of course, it comes up a few days before his hearing. So I really wish to set forth the facts. I respect the city council's decision, however they wish to render a decision regarding that. As it regards the other ethics complaint, well, procedurally, I guess we should address this one, and we would have 3 votes, one regarding the ethics complaint as to Mayor Rino, one regarding the complaint as to Ms. Velasquez, and one regarding me. The other ethics complaint submitted challenges my current role as acting city manager, which is a designation that I did not seek. To my recollection, it wasn't really even discussed with me before that designation was made, but it was confirmed by the city council, and it was Mr. Villarubio who had made that designation for the consent and confirmation of the city council. The ordinance provision recited within the complaint is irrelevant to the charter language because it's using different language. The charter refers to the designation of an administrative city employee, which is not the same language recited in the ordinance that is referenced. Third-party legal opinion provided, of course, does conclude that that complaint also fails to allege facts sufficient to constitute a violation of the Code of Ethics. The complaint regarding my appointment, I would note that paragraph 5 is factually incorrect, as the job advertisement that is included as an exhibit to the complaint doesn't reflect the requirement that I shall have been a duly licensed attorney in the state of Colorado for at least 2 years.
Well, you guys have a choice to make. My recommendation, I guess, I'm like, Mrs. Patrick Gonzalez, get an investigator down here, waste more money from the city, and I'm sure at the end it's going to be a very minimal complaint going to be filed or anything, or I don't see how anybody could do anything, but I'm willing to go along. You can appoint whoever you think you want to appoint, 2 or 3 or 4, whatever want to do it, do what you want to do. You spoke on behalf of it, so, make a motion.
Well, it's pretty complicated. It sounds like there's at least 4 motions that are going to be needed, Mr. Beatty. Could you assist us in drafting the motion so that it could be easily a yes or no?
Certainly.
And then I think that would also help Audra in terms of correctly recording.
Certainly.
Would you
So,
mind doing that?
shall we address the initial, the ethics complaint regarding my appointment in 2008 first?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be great.
So we'll do that one first, and we're dealing with 3 individuals. we can make the motion regarding myself first, if you wish to do it that way, in which event every council member would have a vote. As to votes regarding Mayor Rino and Councilmember Velasquez, you would of course recuse yourselves respectively in those votes. So I would propose a motion as follows. Concerning the ethics complaint regarding City Attorney Beatty's appointment in 2008. I move that we proceed with an investigation of the complaint, or alternatively, I move that we dismiss the complaint. Those are essentially the council's options pursuant to our code of ethics. Is that clear enough for the council?
Is the alternative to dismiss, is there any way we can tie in the provision that dismissal with mandatory training?
I suppose the motion can be made pursuant to our code of ethics. The choices are, of course, the Board of Ethics may determine that the complaint doesn't allege facts sufficient to constitute a violation, in which case it shall dismiss the complaint. And the board could also determine that the complaint was brought for harassment purposes, if so we shall so state. Alternatively, we have the ethics investigation, and glad you asked. A motion regarding an investigation would need to state the nature and purpose of the investigation, the actions or activities to be investigated, and the persons who are the subject of the investigation. So, if you would like me to craft a motion regarding fulfillment of an investigation, we would need to be a little more comprehensive in the motion.
Jerod, I think it would be easier if you craft it in terms of dismissal, and then those who don't want to support that.
Okay.
And I have a feeling the vote's going to come out that dismissal will carry the day.
Training, of course, is something that the council may always compel of city staff, and we can engage Mr. Mamet, CML's executive director, or Ms. Tenoy, Sears General Counsel, whenever might be most appropriate. Concerning the ethics complaint regarding Mr. Beatty's appointment as city attorney in 2008, I move for dismissal, as the complaint does not allege facts sufficient to constitute a violation of the Code of Ethics.